Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So as we all know that is just few days from now onwards a total solar eclipse is going to be visible on April 8, 2024. So in this video today I am going to discuss in detail about this total solar eclipse, that is how, when and where we have to see this. And there is an important point about this total solar eclipse, that is it will be a once in a lifetime eclipse, because it may be possible that during the path of totality a comet that is now visible and many astrophotographers and amateur astronomers that have seen and photographed it may get visible. Yes, I am talking about the Devil's Comet, or you can say the Pons-Brooks Comet. So if you have got binoculars, then at the point of totality it may be possible that the Devil's Comet might get visible. So in this video today I am going to discuss about all these points in detail. So I request you all to watch the whole video and don't skip any point. And if you like this video, then please share it to your friends so that they can also see this total solar eclipse, which will be a once in a lifetime eclipse. So without wasting much time, let's begin our today's video. So friends, let's first understand what is a solar eclipse and how does it occur. We all know that our sun is the center of our solar system and all planets revolve around our sun. Likewise, our natural satellite moon is also revolving around our earth. The moon takes about 27 days to orbit the earth. So sometimes when the moon is orbiting our earth, it moves between the sun and our earth. Now, when this happens, the moon blocks the incoming light of the sun from reaching the earth. Hence, this will cause an eclipse of the sun, or we can say a solar eclipse. Now during a solar eclipse, the moon casts a shadow onto earth. During this type, the moon casts two shadows on the earth. First is the umbra and second is the penumbra. The umbra is that shadow that gets smaller as it reaches the earth. It is the dark center of the moon shadow. People standing in the umbra will see a total solar eclipse, while the penumbra is that type of shadow that gets larger as it reaches the earth. People standing in the penumbra will see a partial solar eclipse. Now, depending upon the alignment of moon, sun and earth, there are three types of solar eclipse. First is the total solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse is visible from small area on the earth. The people who see the total solar eclipse are in the center of the moon shadow when it hits the earth. That means the people will be in the umbra. The sky becomes very dark during the total solar eclipse as if it were night. And for a total solar eclipse to occur, the sun, moon and earth must be in a direct line. Now, the partial solar eclipse. This happens when the sun, moon and earth are not exactly aligned and the sun appears to have a dark shadow on small part of its surface. And the third type is the annular solar eclipse. An annular solar eclipse happens when the moon is farthest from the earth. Because the moon is farther away, it seems smaller and it will not block the entire view of the sun. Hence, the moon in the front of the sun will look like a dark disk on top of a large sun-colored disk. This is creating what looks like a ring around the moon, and hence annular solar eclipse is also known as a ring eclipse. So, this was about the solar eclipse and its types. So now let's see the details of total solar eclipse of April 8th. So on April 8, 2024, a total solar eclipse will cross North America, passing over Mexico, the United States and Canada. A total solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and earth, as I discussed earlier, completely blocking the face of the sun. The sky will darken as if it were dawn or dusk. So now let's first see the path of totality and the timing. So the total solar eclipse will begin over the South Pacific Ocean, and if the weather permits, then the first location in the continental North America that will experience the totality will be Mexico's Pacific coast, which will be around 11:07 am Pacific Daylight Time, that is 11:07 am PDT. The path of the eclipse then continues from Mexico, entering the United States in Texas and traveling through Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire and Maine. Small parts of Tennessee and Michigan will also experience the total solar eclipse. The eclipse will then enter Canada in southern Ontario and continue through Quebec, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island and Cape Breton. The eclipse will exit continental North America on Atlantic coast of Newfoundland, Canada at 5:16 p.m. of NDT, that is Newfoundland Daylight Time. So this was about the path of totality and the timing. Besides the path of totality, other parts will observe the partial solar eclipse. Okay. So let's understand the path of totality in a more better way through this video of NASA. You can see in this video that the complete path of totality is shown, as I said, that in which areas and in which regions it will be visible. So if you are living in these regions, then you will definitely see the total solar eclipse. So please don't miss your chance and opportunity to see this total solar eclipse. Now let's see this video to understand the total period of this total solar eclipse, that is the beginning of this eclipse, reaching to the point of totality, then reaching maximum point, and then ending the eclipse. Okay. So I hope that by this video you are now clear regarding the period of this total solar eclipse and the path of the totality. Now let's see that how we can see this total solar eclipse and what precautions we need to take while observing it. So let's see how we can see this total solar eclipse and what precautions we need to take. So whenever there is any kind of solar eclipse, the first thing is that we should never look at the sun directly during any kind of solar eclipse. Okay, we should also supervise and advise the children for that, because as compared to the normal day, the sun rays on the days of the eclipse becomes more intense and they will cause damage to our eyes. So first thing is that we should never look at the sun directly through our naked eye. Now how we can observe it? So for that there are different methods. So first thing is that you should always use an eclipse glasses, or you can say that a solar glasses. You can see over here, these are the eclipse glasses, and you can find these eclipse glasses at a, let's say, certified science store, and also at let's say stores that are selling let's say equipments regarding astronomy and let's say telescope, binoculars and other things. Okay, so these are very handy, and you can see on this side that a coated coating is done. Okay, so you have to see through like this. The coating part should be facing towards the sun, so like this. Okay, or you can also supervise children, let's say if any kid is there, or you are guiding any let's say children and giving them to observe this. So first of all, we should not tell the children to see it directly like this. You should always advise them to first arrange their eyes. So first you have to look down like this, and then you have to face upwards towards the sun. Okay, so this is how you have to see through this eclipse glasses or solar glasses. One important thing regarding these glasses is that, let's say if the glasses are torn like this, you can see over here that the half portion is cut. Okay, it is not correct. Also you should also check whether the coating is not good, or the coating has been removed, or some other defect is there in this coating. Then you should immediately discard this solar glasses. Okay, so this was regarding how to see it. And let's say if you have any specialized equipment, like for example this is my telescope, or you might have DSLR, okay, with the telephoto lens and also the binoculars, then you should never, let's say, look towards the sun during an eclipse directly through the eyepiece. Okay, there are specialized solar filters for equipments like telescopes, DSLRs as well as binoculars. So you have to attach those solar filters. You can see over here, this is the let's say aperture part. You have to attach, you have to remove this first cap of this telescope or even your binoculars, and then you have to attach the solar filter over here, and then you have to look, arrange the towards the sun, and then you can observe it. Okay, if you don't do this and you directly look at the sun through telescope or binocular, then it will cause permanent eye damage. So please make sure that you should not look at the sun directly through a telescope or binoculars without attaching proper certified solar filters. Okay, so this was about how we can observe it and how precautions we need to take. Now let's say if you don't have all this, let's say you don't even have this solar glasses, solar filters for telescope, binoculars or even a DSLR, then how to observe it? So there are two different methods. First is by using a measure that is used for cleaning rays. You can see over here in this image. Okay, so you can just keep the measure just below the sun when the eclipse is occurring, and you can see on the ground that few let's say projections of sun are shown, and when the eclipse is occurring you can see some cuts in those projection. So it is safer to look like this, okay, for the eclipse, and we can get to know that yes, eclipse has begun, and then you can observe it. And second method is by using this pinhole projector. You can see over here, okay, in this image you will find out that the pinhole projector is shown. A small hole is made on one side of the cardboard sheet, and the projected image of the sun is shown in the behind. Okay, that means you have to face the pinhole part towards the sun. Make sure never look directly through the pinhole, okay, that will also cause damage to the eye. Okay, so you have to focus, you have to arrange the pinhole facing side towards the sun, and then you can see the projected image in the back side, and then you can observe it. So this was different methods, like if you don't have any other things like solar glasses or eclipse glasses, you can say, and these solar filters for telescope, binoculars and DSLR. Also one important thing, you should not use any kind of sunglasses, goggles and let's say other let's say fashionable spectacles. Okay, these are also not suitable for solar eclipse. You should always use standardized eclipse glasses, or you can say solar glasses. Once again I'm saying, okay. And even let's say if you are attending any public event that has been made for observation of these let's say total solar eclipse, then you can always seek an advice from an expert let's say amateur astronomer, or let's say expert astronomer and astrophotographer. They will guide you properly for this. And yes, one important thing for this total solar eclipse, that only for the total solar eclipse, when there is a point of totality for a few minutes, you will be able to see the sun naked eye when the moon is completely covering the sun. You can see in this image. Okay, so when this phenomenon occurs, then it is safe just for a few minutes only that you can see the sun through naked eye. But before and after the totality, you should always use this eclipse glasses. So this was about precautions and how to see this total solar eclipse. So I hope that you are now clear regarding this total solar eclipse, where it will take, what will be the timing and how to observe it. Now, as I said that it is going to be the once in lifetime eclipse. So you can see in this video that at the point of totality for some minute, let's say it is a complete possibility that it may be possible that the Devil's Comet, or you can say the Pons-Brooks Comet, that is now currently visible and many people are photographing it, might get visible through the binoculars. Okay, because it will be lower at its magnitude, and it will be closer to find out. And yes, at the point of totality, maybe Jupiter and let's say other planet might get visible. So best of luck for all of you to observe this great solar eclipse, and I wish you all the best and clear skies, especially because we cannot judge for the clouds to come. Okay, so all the best for this total solar eclipse. If you like this video, then, and yes, one more important thing, if you want to know more about this Pons-Brooks Comet, I've already made a detailed video. You can find it in the IS section over here. Okay, and also in the description, I've put it the link in the description. So this was about it. So I hope you must have enjoyed it, And if you really liked it, then please share it to your friends so that they can also get to know about it. So please watch safely. Thank you for watching.